Hello, Army! Have you ever wondered why, in a world overflowing with celebrities, idols, musicians, streamers, and influencers, one group from South Korea somehow rises above the noise and captures the hearts of millions, especially across the United States? What kind of gravitational pull does BTS actually have? And more importantly, what makes certain members stand out as the ultimate fan magnets in a country as big, diverse, loud, and unpredictable as America? Tonight, we're diving into the kind of ranking that fans secretly debate at midnight, the kind that sparks arguments on Twitter threads, TikTok stitches, subway rides, dorm rooms, and even family dinners. This isn't about talent because all 7 are giants. This isn't about visuals because that's a losing battle. They're all unreal. This is about connection, impact. That strange and beautiful emotional thread that fans feel tugging at them when they hear a certain voice, see a certain smile, or watch a certain fan cam that somehow ruins their life in the most wonderful way possible. But here's the twist. The numbers don't always match the stereotypes. The favorites aren't always who you expect. And the popularity in America, especially, holds stories, real stories about culture, timing, personality, virality, authenticity, and those tiny moments that turned into global phenomena. Before we begin, let me ask you this. Why does one member cause merch to sell out in seconds across Los Angeles, while another becomes the unofficial soundtrack of New York night drives? Why does one of them accidentally spark millions of edits on TikTok while another becomes the emotional backbone of fans battling loneliness, burnout, and dreams that feel too heavy? Why do Americans, people from wildly different backgrounds, find comfort, identity, and even healing in these 7 men? And most importantly, who truly sits at the top when we talk about fan power, emotional resonance, and pure unstoppable popularity in the United States? Tonight, we're not just counting down a list. We're stepping into a living, breathing documentary. A journey across time zones, stadiums, social media waves, viral moments, cultural shifts, and unforgettable memories that shaped what we now know as the BTS effect. And trust me, once you hear number 1, everything you thought you knew about fandom might shift just a little. So buckle up, take a deep breath, and let's start this unforgettable ride into the hearts of millions because the results might just surprise you. Number 7, Jin, the warm-hearted global big brother. Jin stands at number 7, but make no mistake, this placement is not about being less loved. Instead, Jin's ranking in the American fan base reveals something beautifully human. He attracts a different kind of loyalty. A quieter, deeper, slower-burning emotional bond. While other members explode virally, Jin connects through warmth, reliability, and that unmistakable charm that feels like a comforting older brother watching over millions. What's fascinating about Jin's American fan dynamic is how much of it is rooted in storytelling. When Western fans talk about Jin, they rarely start with "he's handsome," even though he is. They often begin with how he made them feel. Maybe it was a clip where he laughed so hard, he clapped like a seal. Maybe it was a moment he shielded another member with casual, instinctive protectiveness. Maybe it was a live broadcast where he ate his favorite food and told viewers to take care of themselves first. Or maybe it was the way he once admitted feeling insecure, only to follow it with a joke because he didn't want fans to worry. These tiny memories became a constellation that American fans stitched together over the years. Through it, they didn't just see a K-pop idol, they saw a real, relatable human being. Another major reason American fans gravitate toward Jin is his storytelling through music. His solo works Epiphany, Moon, Abyss, and later The Astronaut became emotional lifeboats for fans struggling through stress, heartbreak, or loneliness. For many listeners in the United States, Jin's voice feels like a warm spotlight cutting through a dark stage. Not dramatic, not overwhelming, just gentle, steady light. His humor also plays a massive role. In the American entertainment landscape, the ability to be funny without trying too hard is gold, and Jin has that in his DNA. His deadpan timing, his chaotic joke energy, his fake arrogance, his soft self-roasting, all of it fits perfectly with American meme culture. Clips of him joking worldwide handsome traveled across TikTok and Twitter like wildfire. People who didn't even know BTS's names would comment, "The funny one is my favorite." But the real turning point for Jin's American fanbase came during his military enlistment. Fans in the US discovered not just how much they liked him, but how much they missed him. His absence created a strange void. It made Americans realize that Jin was often the quiet, emotional glue holding the group's energy together. His gentle reminders, his jokes, his empathy, his big brother presence. Suddenly, he wasn't just one of the 7, he was a part of fans' emotional routine, and when routines break, that's when you understand what truly mattered. So yes, Jin may sit at number 7 on this list. But his fans, especially in America, aren't the type to scream the loudest or trend hashtags every hour. They're the type to stay, to wait patiently, to love quietly but fiercely. And that kind of devotion in a world that moves too fast is a rare treasure. Jin doesn't dominate popularity, he deepens it. And that's why his influence lasts longer than a viral moment. It becomes memory, it becomes comfort, it becomes home. Number 6, Jimin, the emotional magnet of the West. Jimin at number 6 may surprise some, but only until you understand how uniquely American fans respond to him. Jimin's relationship with the US. Fandom is intense, emotional, and sometimes overwhelming, but it grows in waves rather than explosions. His popularity thrives on depth, not speed. When American fans talk about Jimin, their narratives sound like diary entries. He saved me. He made me feel seen. He made me love myself again. Jimin attracts people who crave tenderness in a harsh world. His softness is his weapon, his vulnerability is his strength, his elegance is his signature. And his emotional transparency, especially in the eyes of Western audiences who treasure raw authenticity, makes him impossible to forget. Jimin's stage presence is another reason he resonates so deeply. American fans often describe his performances as cinematic, haunting, or unrealistically beautiful. He's the member who turns a dance move into a confession, who makes a high note feel like heartbreak, who can stand under blue lights and make it feel like the whole arena is underwater. When Jimin performs, he doesn't just entertain, he transforms the atmosphere. And Americans love performers who bring emotion to the surface. His vocal tone also plays a huge role. In the United States, where pop culture celebrates unique voices instead of just powerful ones, Jimin stands out effortlessly. His whispered falsettos, airy tones, and breathy sorrow in songs like Lie, Serendipity, and Promise hit differently for American listeners. For many fans, he represents emotional tenderness in a world obsessed with toughness. But Jimin's American appeal is also rooted in contrast. On stage, he is fire-wrapped in silk. Offstage, he is shy, polite, delicate, and deeply introspective. Western fans adore this duality. To them, he embodies the idea that strength can look like softness, confidence can look like sensitivity, and beauty can look like vulnerability. And then there's his impact on fan culture. American fans rewatch Jimin live streams for comfort the way people rewatch old TV shows like Friends, because his presence feels safe, familiar, almost nostalgic. They screenshot his smiles, they edit his dancing. They write long emotional captions about him. They defend him with a passion usually reserved for fictional characters in best-selling novels. Yet despite all this devotion, Jimin ranks at number 6 because his fandom in the US tends to be quieter, more introspective, and less aggressively visible compared to the explosive online waves created by other members. But in terms of emotional impact, he's a giant. He's the heart that beats softly yet strongly. And American fans don't just admire him, they feel him deeply, quietly, permanently. Number 5, Suga, the genius who won America's respect. Suga's placement at number 5 reveals something fascinating about American fandom culture. They value brains, honesty, resilience, and artistic integrity just as much as visuals or viral trends. And Suga delivers all 4 with striking intensity. If Jin warms the heart and Jimin touches the soul, Suga speaks directly to the mind. American fans often describe him as the realist, the intellectual, or the lyrical surgeon. What they connect with most is his truth, his refusal to hide the darker parts of life. And in a culture where people face burnout, anxiety, and constant pressure, Suga's honesty feels like a lifeline. His mixtapes, August D and D2, are cult classics in the United States. Fans treat them like personal manifestos, raw, explosive, unapologetically real. They feel like diary entries written with fire. His lyrics confront topics many American listeners find deeply relatable. Identity, loneliness, self-worth, ambition, fear of failure, and the cost of chasing dreams. Suga doesn't romanticize the struggle, he dissects it. And in doing so, he makes people feel less alone. Beyond his lyricism, Suga's production and music direction are massive reasons for his American fan following. In the US, where hip-hop holds deep cultural roots, producers are often revered more than singers. And Suga? He's both. He creates, he writes, he shapes soundscapes. He's not just an idol, he's an architect of emotion. Fans admire his craft the way people admire film directors or novelists. His quiet personality also adds to the appeal. American fans love introverts who carry galaxies inside them. Suga isn't loud, flashy, or attention-seeking. He sits back, observes, speaks only when necessary, and drops wisdom disguised as casual remarks. Clips of him giving philosophical answers go viral in the US constantly. And when he smiles, rare, soft, unexpected American fans collectively lose their minds because it feels like winning a secret prize. His work ethic is legendary too. Americans deeply respect people who build their own path, and Suga literally built his career from the ground up, from sleeping in a tiny underground studio to becoming one of the most influential Korean producers globally. His story resonates with the classic American dream, except he achieved it his own way, on his own terms. But Suga ranks at number 5 because his fans are intelligent and loyal, but not the loudest. They appreciate him intensely, but not always publicly. They follow him like readers follow their favorite authors, quietly, thoughtfully, intimately. To Americans, Suga is not just a favorite idol. He is a thinker, a creator, a survivor, a mirror. And that kind of bond doesn't fade easily. Number 4, RM, the bridge between BTS and America. RM landing at number 4 is both poetic and predictable. He is, after all, the linguistic and cultural bridge that carried BTS across the Pacific and allowed millions of Americans to understand, not just hear the group. Without RM, BTS's connection to America would look entirely different. RM's fan base in the US is made up of people who admire intellect, leadership, and emotional maturity. He embodies traits Americans value deeply: responsibility, eloquence, creativity, and self-awareness. When Americans hear him speak, especially in English, they don't just listen, they engage, they relate, they internalize. RM's speeches, from the UN to award shows to casual live streams, often circulate widely on American social media because they feel sincere, wise, and strangely therapeutic. He doesn't talk like a celebrity. He talks like a philosopher who just happens to look like a model. Fans love that duality. His artistry also resonates strongly in the US. His mixtapes, Mono and Indigo, are cult favorites among American indie, alternative, and R&B listeners groups that usually don't follow K-pop at all. RM appeals to listeners who love storytelling, aesthetics, and emotional depth in music. His work feels introspective, cinematic, and literary. American fans treat his albums like books, reading them, analyzing them, revisiting them during hard times. His leadership also makes him iconic. Fans admire how he guides BTS not with authority, but with empathy. He values each member's individuality. He protects their bond. He carries weight without complaining. Americans, especially older ARMY, often say RM reminds them of a trusted team captain, the kind of leader people willingly follow. His personality shapes his fan base too. He's humble but hilarious, smart but clumsy, thoughtful but prone to breaking things. This balance makes him incredibly relatable. Fans adore his human flaws just as much as his brilliance. RM ranks at number 4 because his popularity is steady rather than explosive. His fans are loyal, reflective, and deeply connected, but not as overwhelmingly massive as the top 3. Still, his influence is undeniable. When America fell in love with BTS's message, RM was their translator not just of language but of emotion. To American fans, RM is not just a favorite. He is a gateway, a guide, and the heartbeat of understanding. Number 3, Jhope, the sunshine who conquered the US stage. Jhope at number 3 might shock some casual observers, but hardcore American fans know exactly why he ranks so high. If Jimin is emotion and Suga is truth, Jhope is energy pure, electrifying, addictive energy. Americans love performance icons, and Jhope is one of the greatest performers of this generation. His fan base in the US exploded not because of memes or viral edits, but because of respect, deep artistic respect. When Americans watch Jhope dance, they see mastery, precision, power, technique, stage control, charisma. He moves like someone born to perform, born to shine under spotlights that would overwhelm anyone else. That level of natural brilliance speaks to American audiences who grew up idolizing performers like Michael Jackson, Usher, or Chris Brown. Jhope carries that legacy in his own unique style. His music also resonates strongly with US listeners. His mixtape Hope World became a cultural moment. Its bright colors, unusual themes, and addictive optimism made Americans fall in love with him. Jack in the Box, on the other hand, showed his darker, more intense artistic side, earning massive respect from the Western hip-hop community. His Lollapalooza performance changed everything. It wasn't just a concert, it was a statement, a declaration, a moment when Americans saw J-Hope not as the rapper of a K-pop group, but as a solo powerhouse capable of carrying an entire festival stage alone. Fans who never listened to BTS suddenly became fans of him. His personality seals the deal. Americans love authenticity, and J-Hope is authentically joyful. Not fake, not forced. His positivity is real, and so is his kindness. He treats fans like sunlight, treats plants with warmth, consistency, and life. J-Hope ranks at number 3 because he conquered America not through visuals or fandom wars, but through undeniable talent and unforgettable presence. He earned admiration the hard way, and Americans respect that more than anything. Number 2, Taehyung, the viral icon America can't stop watching. Taehyung at number 2 is inevitable. His popularity in the United States is legendary, almost mythological. He's the member whose fan cams break records, the member whose visuals go viral even among people who don't know BTS, the member who appears on Western fashion mood boards, Pinterest collections, aesthetic edits, and digital art recreations. Americans adore Taehyung not just because he's attractive, though that is undeniably part of the magnetism. They adore him because he feels like a walking cinematic universe. Taehyung has that rare Hollywood-level screen presence. Every turn of his head, every tilt of his jaw, every glance from under his eyelashes feels like a film shot. Americans love characters strong, mysterious, emotionally heavy characters, and Taehyung is exactly that. But he isn't just a visual icon. His voice plays a massive role in his US popularity. American fans treasure warm, deep, jazzy, honey-soaked male vocals. Taehyung's tone fits perfectly with genres loved in the West: jazz, soul, R&B, retro pop. Songs like Singularity, Inner Child, and Sweet Night became beloved tracks for American listeners who usually prefer Western artists. But what truly seals Taehyung's bond with US fans is his personality. He's quirky, unpredictable, deeply artistic, a little mischievous, a little philosophical, a little chaotic. Americans love multi-layered personalities that feel real, imperfect, but somehow enchanting. He is a paradox that makes sense, a superstar who loves quiet nights, deep thoughts, jazz bars, and photography, and fans admire that he lives life at his own pace. Taehyung ranks at number 2 not because he lacks power, but because number 1 holds an extraordinary, almost unmatched level of global and especially American devotion. Still, Taehyung's influence is untouchable. In the US, he isn't just a member. He's a cultural moment. Number 1, Jungkook, America's unstoppable global phenomenon. And now we arrive at number 1, the crown, the final revelation, the member who dominates American fandom with a force that feels impossible to match. Jungkook. His popularity in the United States is not ordinary. It's not even extraordinary. It is historic. Jungkook is the member who trends without trying, the member whose airport walks break the internet, the member whose voice fills American radio playlists, the member whose TikTok edits have billions of views, the member who converts non-fans into fans with one clip, one note, one smile. American fans adore Jungkook because he embodies the ultimate combination: talent, charisma, athleticism, versatility, mystery, relatability, and raw star power. He's the kind of artist who can sing like a main vocalist, dance like a main dancer, rap when he feels like it, produce songs, perform acrobatics, paint, box, run, cook, joke, and still look like a global superstar doing it all. To Americans, Jungkook represents the all-rounder dream, the kind of entertainer that comes once in a generation. His voice is a massive part of his dominance. Jungkook's tone fits perfectly with American pop, R&B, EDM, and mainstream radio. 7, 3, D, standing next to you. Euphoria, My Time, and countless covers became huge hits across US platforms. His vocals feel emotional but controlled, powerful but smooth, exactly the kind of sound Americans love. But beyond talent, Jungkook's personality solidifies his number 1 ranking. He's humble, curious, hardworking, playful, open-hearted, He's both a superstar and a relatable young man figuring out life. Americans love people who aren't afraid to grow in public, to make mistakes, to evolve, to show vulnerability. Jungkook's live streams especially made him a household name among US fans. Whether he was singing karaoke, washing dishes, playing games, boxing, or eating ramen at 3 a.m., fans felt like they were hanging out with him, not watching a celebrity. That level of intimacy is rare, powerful, and uniquely American in how fans respond to it. Jungkook also fits perfectly with the Western concept of the main character. He has presence, gravity, that indescribable spark that grabs attention even when he's doing nothing. He doesn't chase moments. Moments chase him. He doesn't try to go viral, he just does. And American fans don't just admire him, they see themselves in him. His growth from a shy boy to a confident global artist mirrors the dreams so many Americans have: to rise, to evolve, to become something extraordinary. Jungkook is number one not because he's the loudest, but because he's the most universal. Not because he tries the hardest, but because he feels the most effortless. Not because others lack power, but because he carries a rare, natural, magnetic appeal that transcends borders, languages, and generations. In the US, Jungkook isn't just a favorite, he's a phenomenon, a force, a legend in the making. And that is why he stands proudly and undeniably at the top.